So, the heart monitor, it came off today. It's okay. It means I only wore it 2 days out of the 3 days. But seriously, look at this shit. My skin was reacting to it. The There's welts on here too. Like, my word. Not to mention, this is entirely itchy. This entire spot right here. I'm not gonna lie. It looks like I got pranked. Straight up. It looks like somebody just flopped their dick out on my chest, and it was not a good dick. Like, it was a very, very not good dick. And now it left an impression. Roll that intro. So, some kids came up to me today and gave me a Burger King crown. Now, three things come up to my head. One, I haven't worn one of these in like years. Two, why'd they want to give me a crown? Am I their king now? Three, am I about to start saying a whole bunch of racisms now because I put the Burger King crown? All I have to do is go into some airplane, sit down in an aisle seat, and act fucking ignorant. Oh yeah! Just kidding, no. I would never do that. But the Burger King crown is tainted. I'm taking the Burger King crown back, everybody. I'm taking the Burger King crown back. I'm bringing Burger King back. Them other Whoppers don't know how to act. So I did something a little silly today. I was supposed to meet up with someone tomorrow. But I went a whole day early, sat there for an hour and waited. I messaged him multiple times, like, where are you, bro? Where are you? And he's like, we're supposed to meet tomorrow. I'm like, sorry, my bad. I sat out front of that Burger King. And, like, all I got was this hat. The hat I just brought up in the last clip. The kids that gave me this crown, I'd like to think I'm their king now. No idea why these kids gave me this Burger King crown. All I know is that I'm their king now. I am their king. Daddy Juice is the king. Nice day I had today. I went out to a friend's birthday party. Well, my friend Jordan's boyfriend's birthday party. Both him and his boyfriend had a birthday party today, so. Well, it was his boyfriend's birthday party. So I went, brought some pop, hung out there for a little bit. It was nice. It was actually pretty chill. Watched a bit of The Hangover with them. It was chill. It was super chill. One of my favorite parts about going over there today, though, was the cats. All of a sudden, this orange boy named Cinnamon comes up to me, and he is one of the chillest orange cats. He was so happy to see me. For no reason, he didn't even know me. He was still happy to see me. And I was happy to see him too. 9 times out of 9, if I go over to someone's house and they have a cat, I'm gonna try to befriend that fucking cat. Okay? Cats are my friends. One of my biggest dreams is to go over to Japan, to the cat island, and see all the kitties there. I just love cats so much. I love all animals so much. But this time I'm just talking about cats. So that deal I told you about earlier, where I was going to the Burger King, right? Well, truth is, I found another copy of Sephiroth's Fabled Soldier, and I wanted it. So I moved some cards, because I'm always buying and selling cards. That's one thing that's always going on with me, is always buying and selling trading cards. Because you know why? The answer is, it's a hobby that replenishes itself for me. That, and look at Cecil the Dark Knight. Now look at Cecil the Enlightened Paladin. Tell me that shit isn't cool. You know what? I'll show you another one of my favorite things about buying and selling cards. Getting things that bring you back. Look at this. That's legitimate Final Fantasy VI art right there, plastered on this card. Final Fantasy VIII. Final Fantasy IX. Like, seriously. I could obsess over this shit for hours. Final Fantasy II, anyone? Furion the Rose Warrior? I tell you, some of these cards bring me back. They bring me right the fuck back. I can't believe tomorrow is the season finale of this season. Season 34 coming to an end. You know, I've done a lot of hard work to throw together these videos. And to keep my brain creatively fresh. Because you can imagine trying to recreate something a little different every single fucking day is difficult. But I do it. I've done it for well over a year now. And I'm not gonna stop. Onward I will continue further. Consuming ramen when I feel like it. And trekking forward. Tomorrow it's supposed to thunderstorm. Great. That means my ass has to go get an umbrella just to deal with this thunderstorm. I had an umbrella recently, but want to know what happened to it? It's quite a funny story. I dropped it and didn't realize I dropped it. And I forgot it. Oops. That was a $4 umbrella. I think tomorrow I'm about to buy another $4 umbrella. The mistakes I make in my life. Don't lose your umbrella and forget it places. Don't recommend it. My mom visited the Magnetic Hill of New Brunswick. And when I think of the Magnetic Hill, I think of why the Magnetic Hill produces that effect. And then I think of how much that would fuck with my vertigo. So, a little education for you on why the Magnetic Hill is the Magnetic Hill. Well, the Magnetic Hill appears to be going down a hill. When you're driving down. But in actuality, because of how the horizon line and the elevation is, you're actually going up. And when you hit the car in neutral, you're actually going downhill. So when you're letting your car go in neutral and let it pull you backwards, what you think is the quote-unquote magnetic hill effect, is actually a result of you going downhill. And your vision of your perception line with the horizon and the landscape makes it appear you're going uphill when you're in fact not. I just broke your brain with that entire explanation. I bet. What is this? What are we looking at? What have I decided we are looking at today? What did I pick? You gonna tell me? There are many things it could potentially be. Yeah. Fun fact. My video editor somehow was taking 7 gigabytes up on my phone. That's surreal. What is this today for me? But what is it? What is this picture beside my face, you know? You're supposed to be telling me. And just like comment something if I really like it, I'll pin it. What is this? What are we looking at? Well, here I am at Tfue. This is fucked up. While I take a shit, I'm gonna talk to you about this here. If you know what this is the third impact from Evangelion. And this is one of the most fucked up moments in anime. Even more fucked up than the eclipse in Berserk. Because this is all the work of one person going above and beyond, pushing humanity into its extinction event. Not telling you who or what, you gotta watch the end of Evangelion. Well, welcome to today's word of the day, where today's word of the day is foresight. You know, foresight is a fun word. Foresight is the ability to see ahead. And you know what I needed to see ahead earlier? That I had been the one to say that it was going to be tomorrow I met the guy with the Sephiroth, and not today. And I did this to myself today, going and a day early and completely jumping the gun a whole day. Foresight. The foresight to look at my chat history. Welcome to today's memes. Today's memes go with something that goes back to my childhood all the way to adulthood as one of the best things in both. Today we are going to do Boba memes. If you know him, you probably did have a weird childhood, because he was one of the most manically induced forms of comedy. That manic comedy really touches the soul. Sometimes it hits you right where you need it to. So when do we start making sense? That's the neat part, Bo. We don't. The funny part is that's a crossover between Invincible and Bo. Yes, I know how to say it. Or, you know, Bo. This is no good. I can't win if I'm a cabbage. Nobody could win if they're a cabbage. Unfortunately, it's hard to win as a cabbage. You're a cabbage. What could a cabbage do other than taste good or be just the right consistency or the texture? Like, seriously. Cabbage. When the school track meet gives out participation medals and everyone is a winner, The only thing I hate more than losing is not winning. That is probably one of the reasons why I play competitive games and I'm not competitive, is because I didn't receive participation trophies growing up. Hey, look, a reliable news source. Nose Hair News. Nose Hair News always gets it on point. Sure, it's going to take a while for them to explain exactly what the fuck is going on, but eventually you'll get your news. Oh, yeah, will you? It will be news, alright. Not sure what kind of news, but news indeed. Some people would say China. Real people would see bobo 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 bobo. Fun fact: a friend had to try anal because bobo 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 existed. It wasn't me who did it. It was someone else. Like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to drink your water. Have a fun day.